Hey everyone. Now, I'm not the expert of hardware or anything like that for computers, but I do know some of this. Uh, Quite a lot of it. But I can tell when I see a bad design when someone makes a computer like this. For most of you, you already know that this is indeed a custom computer, and it is a gaming computer. It's for games. Well, supposedly. It looks certainly that way, of course. If you look here, you don't have a dedicated graphics card anywhere over here. None of that, it's integrated. But the problem is right here. Look at this. First of all, this fan doesn't really work. It doesn't even show up in the BIOS. Well, UEFI as they call it now. Um, this fan spins slowly, and unless you have it up anyways. That fan don't really work well. But these are useless. I've been running this for about maybe 10 minutes or so, and the stock i5 cooler, the fan, has been working just fine. I don't even need. I was making sure that power supply fan was working. Now, I have a problem with this. Let me see if I can get a flashlight. Here's one. Lucky me. Oh, of course, there's no light. Well, I'm not sure if y'all can see it. Hang on. Oh boy. I don't edit my videos, I just like to. Hang on, I gotta get in my other room. Now, this computer wasn't mine, it was actually for a distant relative, I guess you could say, of mine. Well, not really a relative, not really distant either, but it's complicated. But, let me see if I can do this with one hand. Alright, here we go. A flashlight. It was actually made by one of their friends. And when I tried to work on this before, but kept having problems. But look at this. This is my main problem with this fan. See the problem? I don't know if you can tell, but of course you can tell it, but there is no shielding around this fan. That means that these wires, these blue and yellow wires, these are the power of the fan. These could get stuck in the fan, or worse, one of these power supply wires can get stuck in that fan. And it has done it, and you will get a CPU failure, or it would just refuse to boot. Or it makes a really loud grinding sound, and it's just, oh man. I don't know why Intel did that, but I don't like it that way. And they shouldn't be that way. But on this computer, if you look right there, I changed the slots, I looked at the UEFI, and that's the memory card right there. That black between the red and the black wires, that's the RAM right there. And it's been giving me some problems. Now, I've had a theory that it was the RAM, but I wasn't too sure because when you use UEFI, you can't just use the standard x86 BIOS-based memory tester, because if you use that, it will look at the different memory mappings of BIOS, and UEFI changed that. They changed the memory mapping so you could get different readings based on the software you were using. Now, Windows 7 64-bit, which I got running right here, actually has UEFI support. But if you look, there was a memory test right here, and I do get a problem saying PFN list. It hasn't done it yet today, but it says PFN list. And if I understand correctly, the basic fundamentals of the RAM is actually for the, not just for the BIOS and the post and the self-test and all that, but it's also for the hard drive, which is put in this position like this for I don't know what reason, but the CPU moves way too fast for the hard drive to catch up, so it stores what it has access off the hard drive into the RAM, so the CPU doesn't have to wait. So it stores it in the RAM, and my guess is PFN, which is a hard drive related problem, is actually trying to read from the RAM addresses, but it can't, so it has to come with the error to show it. That's my theory. I think I'm right. Basic fundamental RAM 101. But yeah, these fans right here, they're useless. These fans, that fan is useless because no, there isn't a fan right here, surprisingly, but it's maybe they would plan on upgrading it later, but it's really, this is gaming. This is this set up like a gaming computer, but it lacks in it. And it was about maybe $800. So, I don't know. It was somewhere, I would guess, it was at least 500. Somewhere between 500 and 800. So, I'm not sure, but I've been just getting weird problems with this. But I'm about 98% sure. 99, I should say, of that memory. Because, see, look. And it just keeps on going and going. I had it running for about an hour, and there was over about maybe 30,000, 300,000 errors. And, you know, that could be the UEFI memory addressing, or it could be the, and of course I'm using version 5. I was using version 5 of MemTest 86, and not the BIOS version. I was using the newest version. I'm really not sure about this UEFI stuff, but that's what I've come to find out. It could be also that the MemTest version 4. Now I'm gonna try that one later, but I was using version 5 for this, and version whatever for BIOS also detected errors. So I don't know if the BIOS really, if it can adapt to that, UEFI can adapt to BIOS, or if the software actually has to be for that. My guess is that it has to be for UEFI or it won't work. My guess, but you know, EFI, UEFI, same thing, but yeah, this build wasn't really designed quite as well as it could be. But, you know, I just want to say that I want to put a computer video. So, guys, if you want to see me do other computer videos, if you have any suggestions, comments, please leave them. Send me an email, send me a PM, send me whatever, contact me any way you want, and I will look into it. So, I'll see you guys later, and hopefully y'all have some suggestions for me. See you later.